Once again, Custom Chuck back, man, to pop my ish. Thank you guys. I'm on my journey in entertainment, acting, comedy, action, all that. James Bond in 3030, something like that, you know. That's what I want to do. 2030, now I won't be around that long. 2030, James Bond, 2035, you feel me? But yeah, today, the topic or whatever, what I really want to talk about was commitment. And the influence and struggle of commitment when you make a decision about something. Now, I like to bring you guys directly into my life and just talk about what I'm going through on my path into journey and following my passion. But it's like the first person you have to convince is yourself. And once you convince yourself truly of what you want to do, whatever it is you want to do, and a lot of times we convince ourselves that we're not capable of something, but because of the influence of people on the outside. Like, for myself, speaking on my own truth, my own self, I went from being a college football player to pros, not really making it in the pros like that, going to arena ball. Then I flipped my whole script. I became a lawyer, went to law school, became an attorney, didn't really like to do that, had my own management company, was in contracts, doing it the entrepreneurial way and things like that. And then I became an actor. So all those changes was always chasing something that was a true passion. And at every turn, it was people who would tell me it was the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do. And for me, it was always about being able to live whatever decision I made. Because once again, I say, we all gonna check out. At some point, we all go into the upper room. Nobody's gonna hop in that casket, pull you out and say, now go do your thing, my G, for 5 more years. I got you. You just get a 5. I'm gonna extend you for 5 years, and I'm gonna take your spot. It doesn't work like that. You gotta live your life for yourself. At some point, you're gonna have to take some really selfish years. That's what I learned about greatness and really that's what I made the decision about myself. At some point, you're gonna have to take 3 or 4 selfish years. Sometimes those selfish years come at 18, 19, 20, 21. Sometimes those selfish years come at 30, 33. Sometimes those selfish years come at 45 when you got 3, 4 kids in a marriage. Now you get a divorce because now you're like, nah, I really didn't want to do this shit. So I'm just taking them now when I'm not in those responsibilities, and now I have those selfish years where I know I can build an empire and then grow from there. Because following your own passion can only be fulfilled by yourself. Nobody can put you in position to really follow what you want to do or tell you that this is what you should do and then you follow it for yourself. You make a commitment to something and then it's what you want to do. And at some point you're going to get selfish, like, is this the life that I really want to live? And I kept asking myself that again, like stepping back from everything, pulling my little Neo, like, okay, what is my life? Like, is this really what I want to live? Because this is gonna go on for as long as I allow if I keep doing the same things. What can I really change? Is this the life that I really want to live? Is this really what I want to do? Is this the highest? Is this the quality of life that I really want? Is this as crazy as I can go when I want to throw a birthday party for myself or somebody? Is this it? And it was a lot of times it was always no. So I kept chasing and following something that was true, and now I got to acting and entertainment where there's no cap on what I can really produce and garnish and gain and earn, because of I know I'm following the business, I'm studying the business, I know that the content and greatness that I'm gonna have is gonna be crazy. So it's like asking those things, like, is that really what you want to do? And a lot of times it's not, so it's just going for committing to it and committing to something that's gonna give you the life that you want. Because if you're not selfish, at some point in time, you're not gonna be fulfilled. Early, late, whatever time, and everybody has their own time, and I'm not telling people to go wild out and injure relationships and marriage, because it's consequence for everything we do. Take care of your responsibilities, number one. But what I'm saying is, for me, you got to get selfish, especially people who I felt like I'm a very giving person. There's nothing I want to do more than to have my family, my wife, and my kids, be able to spoil them, be able to give them everything that they need and want, and then be able to have a big enough bag of influence where I can really give other people true opportunities to change their lives and do the same for their families and their communities and their little bubble of people and family and hub, right? But if your cup is always empty, you can never do that. You got to build up. And that's what I'm in a stage of, just being selfish in those years where you just kind of grind, stack everything, put all the money to yourself, and people are not going to understand it. People are not going to understand that I have to do these things or move this certain way or build this empire or, to get what I'm going to have later. But like I say all the time, they'll be doing the same thing 3, 4, 5 years from now. I won't. And it's about being able to do those things. Some people are special. Some people, you know, choose the life that they want and they're okay with that. And I'm not knocking nobody, but it's qualities of life at certain levels, and it's people who are influencers and people who are followers. I'm a leader. So I know I got to get into a position of leadership and then do the things the right way. And that requires, again, selfishness and commitment. I don't care about what nobody talking about. I know I'm gonna be special in entertainment. I know it. I'm finding my lane and I'm gonna push it to the limit and run it up, period. Nobody can stop me from doing that. Commit to something. Be selfish in something. And I'd rather do it now than late, because you never know what tomorrow brings. A lot of times, tomorrow don't come for a lot of people. From Chicago, you already know what time it is. Life is fleeting. It's very fragile. So, made a commitment to get into entertainment and do my thing and find my lane and do what I'm supposed to do and really get to it. And the selfish years where I gotta just, you know, be tough and, you know, grow that tough skin and you know, refine my moral compass to where I'm trying to get to, and, you know, cut the fat of a lot of people who I don't have around and really get to just be by myself, really get the content down, really get my skills down. And when I do get an opportunity really in the entertainment business to go crazy, go stupid crazy, dumb, like never seen it like this before. Never, by nobody. I'm going nuts. My time is gonna be my time. And just getting prepared for that and believing in that, have faith that I got 100% faith in that. So once again, a gem that I want to give y'all, because I always like to give people a gem, if you see this or not, or I look back on it, I want to say, be selfish. You gotta be selfish to a certain extent. And that selfishness is, to a person like me, I was super loving and caring. I still am. But that selfishness is gonna be hard, because you're not gonna understand. It's gonna be weird. You're gonna lose a lot of relationships and they're gonna be messed up. But if you willing to bet on yourself, I'm willing to bet that my selfishness in these years that I got to put in this next 10 or 15 years, I'm running up to $100, $250 million. And then the influence that I can have, trust me, they will be okay in 7 years on a private jet when you flying them out. Everything will be forgiven. But if you don't lock in and get to them selfish years where you got to put everything on your back and really get to it, you will never get to that jet. That's how I feel. That's how I have 100% faith in that. Locked in, committed to me. For everybody. It's the betterment of everybody relies on my commitment, because I'm the only one that could do this. Like I said, nobody else gonna do this like I'm gonna do it. Man, the bespoke Maybachs is gonna be disgusting. She only do Birkin. That's my lady. Shout out Gucci. I'm in this video, but shout out Gucci. He did an interview, I think, but I don't want to say. He did an interview, I forget what radio station, because I don't want to say the wrong one. We did an interview, and they were talking about he had a deal with Gucci, the brand. Gucci Mane had a deal with Gucci, and they did a whole spring line, and they gave him every single piece in the spring line. Gucci's like, yeah, they gave me every single piece. And they talked about his wife. Shout out his wife, Keisha. Keisha, I think is her name, no disrespect. And they were like, yeah, you know, I know that they love everything. He was like, oh yeah, my wife is loving it. They sending her every piece. They was like, yeah, they're sending her every piece. You know, she must be going crazy every single piece. She said, oh yeah, she loves it. They send her bags, and she was like, no, she don't do nothing but a Birkin. Gucci, total straight face. Oh no, she don't do nothing but a Birkin. That was hard. Oh, it was misty. He was like, oh yeah, she don't do the Gucci bag. She'll do, you know, but she only do the Birkin. And, you know, them start at 100. And he was like, listen, we ain't even gonna get into the prices of that. If you know, you know. She only do the Birkin every day. Man, shout out Gucci. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of Birkin bags to buy for the missus, man. It's custom shop. Love.